Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Polina Sijanamani and I welcome both my old and new subscribers, even you who've not yet subscribed, and crossing fingers. I hope by the end of this video you would have already considered subscribing. Now guys, on this video I'm going to be talking about double standards and people who think we are not aware of what they are doing. Rakgadi is my sister-in-law, right? So I did tell you that Rakgadi got married. She got divorced to her first husband and now she's married to her other husband. Ne? And with the first husband, they have 2 kids. With this one, they've got 1. Why you like it? Right. Keep up. So ever since I started visiting my husband's parents' house, they were giving very welcoming people. Traditionally and morally, there are things that just didn't sit well with me. So there are things that happened before I got married and they still continued even when I was married, which for me was very confusing until I started getting familiar with other family members and being let in on family secrets. So I just didn't understand certain things. Here are the things that I didn't understand. This man. No, he hates me. As I was saying, my husband's baby mama was never married. She was just a girl who my husband had a kid with when they were still kids themselves. Me mentioning this, I think it will make things much more understandable. So now, when baby mama and I were still girlfriends, right? Because there was a time when we were both girlfriends and we were both allowed at my husband's parents' home. We were all so very young. We were kids. I'm telling you. I was only 20 when I started going there, by the way. So now, each and every time baby mama wanted to go, she would go. Why? Because she has a child and she was also my then boyfriend's girlfriend, right? And I was also his girlfriend, even though we didn't have a child. I only had a child 7 years later in the relationship. Then, when they broke up, I was now the only girlfriend, but the baby mama was still allowed to go there. I don't know why, but she was still allowed to go there. No, not that I don't know why. She was going there mainly because she has a child there, right? And the child was still very, very young. She was the age where a baby needs their mom, right? So now the child grew. My boyfriend and I had a very good thing going. My husband and I would still even visit when we were still staying in the Northwest. Whenever there are like functions, funerals, and whatever, anything that just needed the family to come together, right? My husband and I would go. And guess who would also be there? The baby mama.
That one we are not going to tolerate at all.
I asked my husband, right, on some like, why is your baby mama always here? You know, like on each and every occasion where there's a family gathering going on, she has to be there. And he was also like, you know what, I never looked at it in that way, but now that I am seeing this and it's starting to bore me because now you are being compared to her, you know. And I was like, exactly. That's when we started just like questioning the boundaries to hire more, because everyone was just cool with it. Everyone was cool with it. And when I say everyone, I'm talking the mother, the father, the siblings, and their spouses. Okay? Everyone was okay. But let me tell you one thing that I've never seen happen there. Everyone else has kids outside, but I've never seen their parents go to my husband's family home. I've never. It's only this girl, which for me, it's like, where are the other people? If this is something that is supposed to be done here, or if this is something that is so acceptable and it's not about making me feel like an ass, so why isn't everyone else's ex and kids here? Hey? That's exactly what I wanted to understand, because everyone's got exes and kids. Husband's siblings, they've got kids outside their marriages. right? Be it a kid that came with the mother or the father. Do you understand? So where were they? How come they never pitched to any of the family gatherings? How come they were never there at any of the funerals? And then I'm supposed to understand when baby mama's here, because they were making me look like I am crazy for asking those type of questions, because sometimes I would they would see that I'm hard for. Also, I'm like, yeah, what are we all doing here?
What's happening?
What are we all doing here? Clearly, Motsuka's Paddy Monana was my husband's mom. She was the one who would tell people to come or go, basically, because it's her house at the end of the day. So now, here's the plot twist. This girl, traditionally, she's not allowed to attend my husband's family functions in a manner that she was attending, first of all. Right? I'm not against her going to see her kid, but that's also a thing. She would never go each and every time her kid needed her mom. I would be the one who'd be called. Okay? They would call me to come and mother my stepdaughter while her mother is still alive. Every time they knew that my husband wouldn't be able to make it, they will call me, and not who? The child's biological mother. Do you understand? And the reason why I also do, because someone asked, why were you also availing yourself like that? I was availing myself because I love my husband, and I just thought it was morally right to do so. When you're a stepmother who is willing to step up, that's what you normally do, right? And that's what I did. Which, if you ask me, I regret it. People say, oh no, you did it from the goodness of your heart. You shouldn't regret. Baby, I do regret it. I do regret it because I didn't get anything good out of that. Do you understand? All I was hoping for was respect. That's it. I was only hoping for respect, which is something that I did not get. I'm telling you. Okay, let me track one step back. At my mom-in-law's funeral, my husband's baby mama came to attend, right? Listen, if she had came to attend like a normal citizen and not like me, that wouldn't have been a problem. Even I wouldn't have attended the wife. I wouldn't, guys, the things that I'm talking about here, it's just tradition and respect and morals. Do you understand? I'm not talking from a jealous point of view. No, that's clearly not it. Oh, and side note, if she really, really needed to be there, right, to go help or be there for her child, she would have went there Monday afternoon, immediately after her child told her that, look, grandma has passed on. And the grandma literally passed on in the hands of the child. But the mother wasn't there. She only came there on Friday. On Friday evening, at 8 o'clock, I fetela matraseng Chief Monana. Yo. I did explain that she came Friday night at around 8 o'clock and did not greet me, which for me is, you know what? Okay, never mind that. It was very childish. How do you come in a room full of people, greet them, and then when you pass me, you just look at me like I just shatter myself? Okay, girl, what are we still fighting for, you and I? What are we still fighting for? If you are not fighting that, if you're not still mad at the fact that your then boyfriend chose me, then why are you still bitter? Why can't you just be civil? Do you understand? That was my question then, and it's still my question now. But it doesn't matter that much right now, right? It was just unacceptable because we are among people who came to support us, and then she comes in and act a fool. Like, baby, do you know who I am?
I'm not competing for no spot. Do you know who the fuck I am, bitch?
I think she had forgotten that after my mom-in-law passes on,
bitch, I'm the sauce. Barbie dipping, I'm the boss. Barbie sip.
I am next in line as Masajana Mani, the big Masajana Mani.
You don't see how.
I'm talking about the African tradition. I'm not talking about the modern tradition or whatever. I'm talking about like the deeply rooted traditions, which is still followed and practiced in most parts of South Africa. To prove that now I had the power and the status that I didn't have as a small Makoti, Hasijana Mani, right? Or even the youngest. Yeah, I'm the youngest Makoti, by the way. And they like saying I'm spoiled. I don't know, spoiled in which way. It just doesn't make sense. I just stand for what is right. Do you understand? So they can't comprehend the fact that I have a voice. When I say them, it's people who think that this that I'm doing is wrong.
Listen, when it comes to you, take everything personal because people know what they be doing.
Here's the thing. So now at that funeral, right, she did what she did and I reprimanded her. It was the first time anyone in the family has ever reprimanded her and put her in her place. I told her to leave. I told her to leave because, like, tell me, okay, let's not even go into tradition and everything. Morally, guys, when a person has passed on, you do not walk in from wherever you come from and go straight to their bed and sit on their bed, which hasn't even been dismantled yet. And talking about the dismantled part, is either the bed needs to be like left alone the way it is, or the bed needs to be lifted up, or the mattress needs to be taken away, and the people who are going to, the chief mourners, are the ones who are going to be sitting on the bed or on that mattress. So tell me why this girl acted like a chief mourner. In whose house? In whose house are you acting like a chief mourner? Who appointed you? What is your surname? Who are you? Yeah. The people who made you used to this, the people who gave you the power to do this, they are no longer alive, baby. They are no longer alive. This is my jungle now. I am Simba here. I'm saying this because even my husband's siblings, they understood what I was talking about and they stood by me. My husband, for years, he's been telling baby mama not to come where he is. The rabbit girl wouldn't listen. Girl would pitch each and every time. She would pitch, I'm telling you. So now, there was a time when Rahadi and I had a chat, the same funeral day. I was asking her, I can't quite remember what we were talking about, but I do remember that I asked her, like, how would you feel if this that you guys have been doing to me was being done unto you? And she asked, what do you mean? And I said to her, what I mean is, how would you feel if your ex-boyfriend or ex anything was to be thrown in your face all the time? Or your man's ex being thrown in your face all the time? Everywhere you go, she's just there. How would you feel? Will you feel okay? And she said, oh no, she was even teary. On some, oh no, I wasn't even aware that's how you felt.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Excuse me, you weren't even aware that's how I felt? You're not even going to say, I'm sorry? You're not even going to say, oh, we were wrong? But you do see my point. You do get my point, right? And then immediately after that, I left it at that because I just felt like, you know what? I've made my point and that's it.
Sometimes when you're quiet, people think you're stupid. So every now and then I just need to remind people that I'm nice, but I'm not stupid.
Now she knows how I really feel because I've never ever came to her and talked to her about that has been happening for the past, I don't know how many years, like 18 years. Guess what? The same Rakhadi divorces with her husband, with whom they have 2 kids, right? Sharp. They've been married for a very long time, for umpteen years, I say. And then Rakhadi goes and remarries someone else. And they have a little baby together. Then having now their own little family, right? Remember, my husband's baby mama used to attend everything that used to happen. Habo baby mama, habo munaga, right? But now, to my surprise, Rahadi didn't attend when her ex-husband's mother passed on. Why? If you don't see that as something which is wrong morally and also culturally, traditionally, then why? Hey, let me not even, you know what, name? As an ex-wife, she had more power to be at the ex-husband's mother's funeral, but girl didn't even go because she knows it's wrong. You do not do that. Move on. Let your past be your past. But she didn't go either way.
I can't stand people who expect you to accept what they'd never put up with.
Why didn't you attend, my darling? So now you see that it's wrong. Now you want to keep the peace. Now you feel like, oh no, I have to be with my husband and protect my husband and not dwell into the past. I'm talking about a past that's got 2 kids. They used to throw it in my face or something. Yeah, so she needs to be here. Oh, see, when you have 2, why didn't you go? Why don't you attend things said That's my question. Baby girl, that's my question. I need to know why. Okay? So this is exactly how I feel about people in double standards. It's exactly how I feel, like, y'all are cowards. Y'all are cowards. And this thing that you were doing, you know it was wrong, but you were doing it anyways. You knew it was wrong, but you were doing it anyways. Yes, I'm not even going to complain about baby mama haholo on this video, but I'm talking about you, the people who inflicted this pain and misery and misunderstandings onto me. And if y'all think it's a good thing to do, then also let me ask you, why is it that your ex-husband didn't attend your wedding? If you're a big, happy family, if you think, like, oh no, blended families are for everyone, you forced the blended family situation on us and it was not working. Why? Because of you guys. We didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for a blended family. We never asked for a blended family. But now with you guys, it's crazy because now, oh no, like, guys, why is it that Sware didn't attend your wedding? Because why didn't he attend? Why? Oh, so no. I get it. You do not want your current husband to experience the same fuck up shit that you made me go through because you know it was wrong. Y'all were not good people. Y'all were not good people, Halona. It was not a matter of, oh no, peace. It's never happened with anyone. Why were you forcing the situation onto us? Why weren't your exes going, Halona? If I may ask, why is it that your exes, your ex-boyfriends weren't going? Halona. But I've seen I've seen your mom calling up the Elton's ex-girlfriends to attend a funeral. I'm talking about girls who never even had kids with him. May his soul rest in peace. Guys, do you understand this that was going on in this family? It was double standards. My husband has got brothers who've got kids outside. My husband has got My husband has got a brother who has a wife who's got kids outside. I've never seen those kids' dad in the family. I've never seen them I don't know him. Okay? My mom-in-law used to talk a lot about my father-in-law's child from outside. Right? We've never seen that kid. Why? Why have we never seen that kid? If y'all are such a happy family, then where are the other kids? Where are their parents? Why is it that we were the only ones who were subjected to this misery that you were putting us in? The double standards, like, what did we ever do to you? And allegedly, the sister-in-law in question has her own dad, which she's found right after her parents died. So my question is, when I say her parents, I'm talking about her mom and the dad who raised her, right? So my question is, what happened? Why is it that your biological dad was never present in your life? And why is it that he was never introduced to all of us in the family? Or why was he never part of the family on some, oh yeah, he has to be here because onalengwanamo? Lona le dipelo di mpe, le dipelo di mpe. And the reason why now I'm calling her out is exactly because of this. My mom-in-law is no longer here. My mom-in-law is no more. So it's only you and I who are going to be facing this. Whatever that you and your mom did to me, you will have to pay for it, my sister. Whenever I feel that something is bothering me and it's something that your mom did, obviously I'm going to talk about it. And you have to know I am going to talk about it. You cannot stop me. Okay? You cannot stop me. So that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to because wow. The same thing that you were making me endure, you were running from? Oh no, wow. Wow, just wow, okay?
I can't stand people who expect you to accept what they'd never put up with.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. If you've watched up until this far, please reply with a candle in the comment section. And having that said, Mrs. Sejana Money signing out.